This episode is made possible by Red H Nutrition. Red H Nutrition is your one-stop shop for nutrition and wellness supplements. You can check them out in the show notes, and don't forget to use code RUNLIFTMOM, RUNLIFTMOM, at checkout to save 10%. Also, if you stick around to the end of the episode, you'll hear me interview the owner of Red H Nutrition about one of my favorite products. And as always, I'm a Zaya Active representative, so don't forget to get on my New Release Wednesday text message. Yeah, you heard me right. By going to newreleasewednesday.com, put in your phone number, and then you don't have to scroll social media all day come Wednesdays. I'm going to send you my favorite directly to your phone. Welcome to the Run Lift Mom podcast, where we're talking about running, lifting, and momming, not necessarily in that order. Today is a Saturday with Susie, a quick tip podcast, and we're going to spend our time in the running category because I have 5 tips for running in the dark. Whether it's late at night or early morning hours, you guys, you've got to be careful to avoid getting hurt. Number 1, bring your phone. Yes, you heard me right. I want you to bring that phone because you're going to be able to find help if you get hurt or feel unsafe. You guys, turn on the Find My Friends feature in your phone. That way you can tell friends where you are should something happen. The second tip I have for you is to know your route. Guys, I want it to be a well-lit path that you are familiar with. You want to wear a headlamp. A headlamp can be acquired at Amazon or at a big box store in the camping section. It's going to run you $10-20, and it is well worth the investment. With a headlamp, you not only get to see where you're going, it's going to help you see your terrain. This is why you'll often see ultra marathoners with headlamps on. Their races begin early in the morning. They extend until later in the evening. The race directors require they have it. That way they can see their footing. Also with a headlamp, when you're training, you can look up and shine your light at cars to make sure that they see you. Don't assume the cars can see you. This light really, really helps. Now, if you're traveling and know that you're going to be out in the dark, early in the morning, late at night, what do? You're not going to be able to know your route, right? You plan ahead. Strava's global heat map or Map My Run has something called the Route Genius. They're apps that you can use and you can find a safe place to run even if you're in an unfamiliar place. You want to stick to places that you know are safe and, of course, save those adventure runs for the daytime. The third tip that I have for you is to wear reflective clothing. You guys, again, you may be able to see the cars coming. They cannot see you. So you can get clothing that has reflective properties on it. I'm going to link to a couple of items in the show notes that Zaya Active offers for this. But you can also buy reflective tape from Amazon to put on your shoes or your water bottle, your Camelback, or even your hat if you're running in the dark. Don't discount your husband's PT belt if you are in that season of life. Anything that is reflective is going to help you. Bright clothes are fantastic, but you want something with reflective properties or a reflector itself. My fourth tip is this. Don't look like a victim when you head out the door. Don't dress to be a victim. This is what I mean by it. And this is from the advice of law enforcement officials. When folks prey, especially on women, as they're running, there were 2 things in common. 1, they had headphones in. They weren't aware of their surroundings. So I'm going to ask you to either use one bud with the volume low or have no headphones at all. And number 2, they had a ponytail. Think of it from an attacker's perspective, right? Some chick has 2 earbuds in, she can't hear anything, and she's got a ponytail. You can go right up behind her, pull that ponytail, yank her down, game over. You guys, I want you to put your hair in a bun. Do that mom bun thing. Don't do a ponytail, especially if you're running by yourself. And again, with those headphones, I know you're bringing your phone with you because you listen to my tip number 1. Find My Friends is on. If you want to listen to this podcast or your favorite playlist, either volume down, 1 bud, or no headphones at all. Just put it on the speaker. My 5th tip, I want you to pack appropriately for this run. I know many of you love the simplicity of running, right? You love the fact that you can just lace your shoes on and go right outside and do your thing, but you need to pack pepper spray and identification. On pepper spray, if you don't have some, you gotta get some. It's less than $10 on Amazon. You can do a handheld. You can even do a pink pepper spray. It is more important to be safe than to be nice. Yes, you can look like that jerk with the pepper spray. I'm giving you permission to do so. You can get the kind with hand straps, but I mean, if you've got pocket leggings, hello light and tights, you can put that pepper spray down in there for easy access. Don't get the zipper ones. Get traditional pockets so you can pull it right out if you're feeling unsafe. And then also you want to have some sort of ID on you in case you get hurt. Road ID is really fantastic, and a road ID is basically like a little plate for your shoe or a little bracelet identification. I know you guys are familiar with this, and this one is really good because fellow runners and cyclists know to look for this. All right. Some people have their emergency contact info in their phone. I used to do something where I would write it on my shoe, but then another runner reminded me that if somebody finds you out there, if they are a runner, a cyclist, a hiker, whatever, and oftentimes they are, if something goes wrong, they're going to look at that road ID first. They're going to look for it. So I think it's a fantastic investment. It's a really great gift if you have someone that you know in your life. This is the one time that I'm going to say, don't be ghetto and make your own. Get the real thing. And that's it, you guys. Those are my 5 tips for running in the dark, whether it's early in the morning or late at night. Until I get into your earpiece again, remember, for while bodily training is of some value, godliness is of value in every way, as it holds promise for the present life and also for the life to come. That's from 1 Timothy 4:8, and this has been the Run Lift Mom podcast. Katie Danger with Red H Nutrition. Katie, I like Formula H so much. I put my name on the first round of your Skittles, and you've recently sent a sample of the cherry limeade, and I'll tell you, it is a big fat dilemma for me now because I don't know which flavor I like better. Tell me, though, about how it works.
Well, first, you hit on the main point. It tastes great, and it's got to taste good in order for somebody to enjoy it. So it works because we've got a fully transparent label. If you look at the back, everything's listed. You know exactly what you're getting, but those ingredients are synergistically combined to get you to have the endurance and stamina to go the distance in your workout without the jitters and no crash.
You sent me a sample. You sent me a sample of the cherry limeade, and now it's the biggest dilemma ever because now I thought I was like, okay, full force with Skittles. I don't need to try anything else. And you sent me the cherry limeade, and it's rocking my world. It's really good.
Yes. Yeah,
this obviously isn't the isn't the cut, but I'm serious. It's a dilemma.
I told you, in a past life, I was a cherry limeade slushie. I swear.
We used to get them in college. We would get them. They were half price at Sonic, and it tastes like college.
Yeah, I know. I love them. So I'm glad you like it. I like it better than Skittles personally.
Oh, all right. So actually, hey, Run Lift Mom listeners, You know I'm the mom of 4 kids under age 5, and therefore I am always looking for ways to work smart, not hard. Anchor is the smartest way to make a podcast. Let me tell you why. First of all, there are creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. But Anchor will also distribute your podcast for you, so then it can be heard on places like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and a whole lot more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It is quite literally everything you need all in one place. And y'all, it's free. So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Thank you for listening to the Run Lift Mom podcast. This began as a passion project in February of 2019. I wanted to uplift other women in the areas of running, lifting, and motherhood. Here's what's happened. I've not only personally been uplifted, I have been blessed by the relationships with guests on this show, by the relationships with listeners of this show. Thank you so much for helping me continue this passion project. Here's how you can help even more, and it will take you less than 10 seconds, dear listener. I want you to rate, review, and subscribe. Rate, review, and subscribe. It really, really helps other people find the show, and it keeps my show sponsors happy.